Alright, I'm live again. Woo, that light. Woo, woo, woo. Need some makeup. Woo. Anyway. Okay, so I am stationary. The car chat didn't work out. I'm stationary now. I'm stationary. So let me figure this whole thing out here. Let me see here. Live chat. Hey Abby. Hey Betty White. How you guys doing? Okay. So hold on, y'all. Oh, this will work. This will work. This will work. Okay. Okay, that's better. Let it sit up a little bit. Sheesh. Okay. Hey, y'all. It's raining down there in Florida, Betty. Oh. It's supposed to rain where I am. I hope not. I hope the rain holds out. So, I came back because I wanted to finish up what I was saying about the gentleman's panel, my 2 cents about the gentleman's panel. And I'm on my iPad. The lighting is so better on my iPad. My iPad. Left my makeup bag at the house. I guess I should have bought it. But anyway, they're gonna talk about me no matter what. So I might as well go and just say what I gotta say. So, first of all, let me say this. Okay, so when I was on my chat earlier, I was driving. Hey, Deirdre, how you doing, baby? I was driving, and I was saying something about somebody trying to merge, and I had the right of way. What's somebody going to put under my comment and explain to me the rules of driving? I know the rules of driving. I got that. I've been driving for well over 20 years. I got it. I don't need you to help me. I was at a rest stop. I was driving. The person was cutting across parking spaces and trying to hurry up and cut me off. That was who I was talking to. That person rode. However, I got it. Anyway, back to my conversation. So, my 2 cents on this whole gentleman's panel. So what I was saying was, if you didn't see the first one, because I'm going to delete it. I'm going to delete that as soon as I get off of here. I'm going to delete that first video because it's like 12 minutes. It was breaking up. It was buffering. I just haven't had a chance to delete it. So let me just reiterate real quick. Recap. Thank you. I did too, Deirdre. I did too. So, what I said was that I made a conscious decision not to review the gentleman's panel. I decided I wasn't going to review the gentleman's panel because I knew I could not be unbiased. Hey, little baby, I knew I was biased. I knew from the beginning when James was on there that I was going to be biased because James is my boo. That's my mother. And if I had an issue with something I saw, or if I felt like, things weren't like real kosher or whatever, then I would address him personally. I wouldn't say it publicly because that's not me. That's not what I do. And so I knew that I couldn't be unbiased. And I think more people should be honest with themselves. What's up, Face? Oh my God, look, I was like, who is with a wrench coming through here? What's up, Face? You've missed a lot, Face. We're gonna get back together. We're gonna get back together. And happy anniversary, y'all. In the chat, everybody wish Face a happy anniversary. He just celebrated how many years? 10, 16, 25, 54? All them years of marriage. So he just celebrated this week. Face, if y'all don't know who Face is my months. 15 years. So y'all drop a congratulations, a celebration, and all that good stuff for Face in the chat. Hey, what's up, Miguel? And so we're gonna get back next week. We are actually gonna meet up and we're gonna start doing some things and start getting back into the swing of things with the podcast. But we kind of been on hiatus. Life has sort of kind of taken over. Fall came, the end of the summer. People had to get ready to go back to school and all that good stuff, and kids and activities and side hustles and other side hustles. So we're about to get back on track. But anyway, so Face, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, there's a panel show on YouTube called the Gentleman's Panel. So you could just Google the Gentleman's Panel. It'll pop. I mean, not Google. Put in YouTube the Gentleman's Panel. It'll pop right up. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm kind of talking on. So my thing with that was, and then when El Teddy became a part of it, I knew that, I was going to be biased about what I saw. And so I just said, well, I'll keep my 2 cents to myself. But here's my issue. 2 things I want to kind of speak on when it comes to the Gentleman's Panel. And I think it might be 3 before I'm done. But I know it's 2 for right now. The first one was what I started speaking on was, you damned if you do and you damned if you don't. Right? When they try to talk about real issues, when they try to talk about news, politics, things that are really going on in the world, then y'all say it's boring. Oh, it's boring. Why are they talking about this? Why are they talking about that? Why da 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 da? It's boring. Then when they get on here and they talk about the mess, they talk about other YouTubers and they get real messy and gossipy. Oh, they just a bunch of messy queens. That's what y'all say. That ain't what I say. I'm telling you what y'all say. Why they gotta be so messy? They just want to talk about people. Why they talking about me? Then people get in their feelings. Well, why did they talk about me? Why did they talk about me? Why is my name in their mouth? Right? So you can't really win for losing. And what they have to do is remain true to what it is, their vision as a panel. Each one of them individually has a separate YouTube channel where they do their own thing on their YouTube channel. And what QB does on his YouTube channel, what James does, what Jay Wilson, El Teddy, Rebel Son, what they do individually may not always be what they do when they come together and do a panel. Rebel Son does parodies. He does comedy. He does parodies. But that is not who he is all the time. And it wouldn't necessarily be appropriate for him to dress up as somebody he does parodies on to discuss politics. We know that James has an alter ego, Milan Trezor. Would it be appropriate for him to dress up as Milan every week? No, it wouldn't be. Thank you, Lamone. I agree. He does. Doesn't he have a good control over the panel? He absolutely does. And so I think that people need to really, like I said earlier, it's a TV show. If you look at it like a TV show, you can have your favorite TV show. Every episode is not going to blow your socks off. No matter how much you like. Scandal was the shit, right? We love Scandal. We couldn't wait for Scandal. I was in a Scandal group on Facebook. We would tweet about Scandal. We couldn't wait from week to week. When it went on hiatus, we was pissed off. Scandal was the shit, right? Hey, Jacqueline. Ebby, do me a favor, baby. I told you, just drop bacon season. Drop my Cash App in the chat, please. I ain't asking, but it's appreciated. Anyway, and so, but there were episodes that we were like, what was that? There were episodes that we were like, it was all right. And then there were episodes we were like, oh my gosh. And that's with any show. And so the Gentleman's Panel is a show. Hey, what's up, Jay Parrish? Anybody else in the chat that I didn't see or I didn't speak to? I'm on my iPad and I can't see the comments the same way. So, hey, Classy Coco. Hey, David. People are just miserable. Exactly. There's some people that all they want to do is hear mess, 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 mess. And, we all like to gossip and we all like to kiki and kaka. Shouts out to Jay the Nerd. But there are times when that can't be everything you do. That can't be every week, every episode, every topic. Because then it gets old and y'all don't want to see it. And like I said, you can't make everybody happy. And they're damned if they do and they're damned if they don't. And so, with that being said, that's my first little 2 cents. I'm like, what is it that y'all really want? Because when they're serious, then you're mad. When they talking mess, then you're mad. When they throwing shade, you're mad. And I heard the criticism. I've been a moderator 3 times for the Gentleman's Panel. I've moderated twice for James and once for El Teddy. So I see the comments as I'm moderating. When I'm moderating, obviously I'm paying a lot more attention to the chat than when I'm just enjoying it as a viewer. And so I see the comments and I'm just like, wow. Now, overall, it's a good time. It is a good time. Overall, it is a good time. when it moves from, I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great, but they watch, so it doesn't matter. Well, Face, that was actually the next topic I was getting ready to hit. The numbers are through the roof. I don't think it's been, obviously the numbers are comparable to, people's subscriber number, because I think James, J. Wilson, and QB were probably all over 1,000. I know James and J. Wilson were over 1,000. I'm pretty certain QB was. And then the night that El Teddy hosted, El Teddy ended up, his subscribers, ended up getting his 1,000 subscribers that night. He got enough subscribers that he got over his 1,000 subscriber mark. And El Teddy is now monetized. So who's winning? What my other topic was, or my other observation was, people were saying that all they talk about are LGBTQ issues. We don't want to keep hearing about LGBTQ. Why can't they talk about stuff other than LGBTQ? And what I say to that is, there's a panel in this quote unquote sector of YouTube that includes 5 black men of different ages, different regions, different backgrounds, different interests, who all have one thing in common. They are all a member of the LGBTQ community. Hey, Shakira. I think it would be disingenuous for people to not expect them to use this platform to make their voices heard. To make their voices make people understand. I know for myself, as somebody who's a friend to the community, I learn something every week, because you get points of view, you get opinions, and you get to hear what they have to say. Let's be real. In this country of ours, black men do not have a voice in a lot of areas. So certainly gay black men certainly don't have a voice in a lot of areas. You know what I'm saying? So why wouldn't they take advantage on a weekly basis, where they have anywhere from 800 to 1,000 people's attention, to let people know what it is that they deal with in the community, how they feel about what it is in the community, and an opportunity to educate us. When you look at The View, 90% of the topics, when they do their hot topics, 90% of the hot topics are hot topics that deal with issues that middle-aged white women deal with. I shouldn't say white women. That's what they do. That is their target audience. That is who they are. Whoopi Goldberg tells it from her point of view. Joy from her point of view. Megan and Sunny, they all have different points of view. They're all in a different age range. They're from, and in their case, they're from different ethnic backgrounds as well. And they give a topic that speaks to them. And in the interim, they educate us. You don't always have to agree with their point of view. I don't always agree. I certainly don't agree with Megan's ass. And I don't know, and as much as I love me some Whoopi Goldberg, I know I love Whoopi. If you watch my channel, if you listen to the podcast, y'all know y'all better not say nothing bad about Whoopi. But I don't always agree with her either. I don't, but I like to hear it. Thank you, Jacqueline. You know what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, it was on my heart, it was on my mind, and I just wanted to share. Not honestly. Well, and that's it, Lamone. There are people who will watch the gentleman's panel who won't necessarily watch these people separately. You know what I mean? And, and El Teddy said that last week. Hey, Deshaun, hey, boo. And El Teddy said that last week, to be honest. I don't know if you guys, and people were like, who is it that you not subscribed to? And El Teddy was like, everybody on this panel may not even be subscribed to the other people on this panel, because their channel may not speak to them as a person. And he said he was joking, but the point is valid. You may not look at everybody on that channel and look at their videos and look at every single one of their videos, but when they come together on that panel, they're bringing their own brand to those topics. And so it's just my 2 cents. It's just my 2 cents. If you add my 2 cents with, if you add this 2 cents with 2 pennies, baby, you still only got 2 cents. It's just my 2 cents. But I just feel like, because I've saw the comments and I heard the criticism, and you know, I've talked to last night. I actually talked to both James and El Teddy last night, and we sort of kind of reflected or whatever. And I read, you know, some of the comments or whatever. Like I said, I've been moderating, so I see the comments. And Deshaun, you moderated for Jay Wilson last week, and so maybe, you know, you understand what I'm saying is that I like the gentleman panel. I'm objective with the stance though, and sometimes they don't hold my attention. And you know what? It's just Shay that that's valid. That is valid. That's right. 2 cents and 2 cents, boo. You right, and you still have 2 pennies. Okay. Exactly, Deshaun. But what I'm saying is, you moderate, so you see the comments coming through. Is what I mean. You know what I mean? You see the comments coming through, and you see even some of the criticism. You know, I think that no, you can't make everybody happy, and they certainly aren't trying, because if you create something where you try to make everybody happy, that's a sure way to fail. I mean, you cannot make everybody happy. I'm purposely have the I don't mean to be cutting off my whole face, but I'm purposely cutting off part of my face. Anyway, but yeah, no, you can't try to make everybody happy, because hell, you will definitely fail if you try to do that. But at the end of the day, I think that people need to understand. Yes, honey. Oh my gosh, Deshaun, last night, those comments were coming through so fast last night. I really couldn't even moderate because my device, because I had it. Okay, so I was looking at the football game on my TV, but then I had the gentleman's panel on my computer screen, and I was trying to moderate from my phone because it's easier for me to type I could type faster on my phone. Honey, it kept freezing up on my phone. It kept freezing up. The comments kept freezing up. I couldn't even keep up, honey. I could not keep up. I love the last episode was something I was able to follow along with, something cute, so I was pleased. Yeah, and again, I'm not saying that every topic speaks to my soul either. I'll be honest, it doesn't. Sometimes I'm sitting there like, okay, when we gonna get to the next thing? When we gonna move to the next thing? Like, I'd be honest, but overall, I have enjoyed all of the dealing with the ensemble. Debbie, my moderator girl, and Faith, my moderator by default, was yes, honey. I just had some 2 cents to share. The other 2 cents I was gonna share, it wasn't really necessarily the gentleman. And let me say this: I enjoyed the Faith appointment last Friday, and I got caught in the rain over the weekend, and this has been a crazy to do. I ain't tripping. Thank you very much. I'm enjoying this color as well. I'm never going to hate on them because it's a thin line between criticism. It is. And again, criticism is cool. And that's what I was going to say. I appreciate the fair criticism because I listen to some people who critique it. And I think that they're trying to give a fair criticism. Even when it's people they don't like, they try to be fair and they try to give credit where credit is due. And then there's other people that is, yeah, Deshaun, yeah. Then there are other people that I think are just waiting for it to go off so they can just talk shit. You know what I'm saying? But I think that the topics for me, I learned something. I do. I learned something, and I think that Jay Wilson was even talking today about maybe inviting a trans man. Hey QI, how you doing, boo? I didn't see you last night in the chat for Gentleman's Panel. I was looking for you. But I think that he said that he might even invite a trans man onto the panel to, you know, speak on issues that the trans community. And I think that that would really be great from the point of view of, we don't hear a lot from trans men. We hear a lot from trans women, and their issues are still overlooked and minimized. But okay, QI, cool. But I think it would be even for myself, I think it would be interesting to hear stories from the point of view of a trans man. And it's a podcast that I listened to called, is it Mark This Table, I believe, and there's a trans man on there. two trans women and then a trans man, and it's an interesting conversation, and it is an interesting point of view. So if you haven't checked it out, check out Martha's. I want to make sure I'm telling y'all right now. Hit the remote. Hit the remote on. You see the remote on the table? You in here? Okay. When you come in, I'm on YouTube, so I'm just telling you. You see what the remote is? By the Go all the way to the wall. You see the remote? Mm-hmm. No. Right. So if you're in the garage, look straight ahead. You don't see that table next to the couch where the remote for the garage is? Hey, BB Nice. Hey, Boo. I just hit the big button. Yeah. So, okay. So sorry about that. My phone is connected to I had it on do not disturb, but I guess it wasn't on. So let me see. Sorry about that, y'all. They're only 2 months in. I think the chemistry seems to grow weekly. Yeah, I do believe the chemistry is definitely getting better. Ah, you got the remote. Yeah, I definitely think that the chemistry is getting better. Definitely think the chemistry is getting better. Hey, Tanya. What up, girl?
What up?
What up? I'm trying to read some of these comments. Girl, that was the first thing. Child. That was the first thing I had to do, too. Why is it so hard to just not watch if you don't like it? Okay, if no one is talking about the things you're interested in, start your own channel. Oh, you better tell them, Mackenzie Jackson. You better let them know. Honestly, it's the only time. Okay, I already read that one. Thank you, Jacqueline. And for those who are just coming in or are new or don't know, we have hit 3,000 subscribers, y'all. Hit a 3,000 in the chat for me. 3,000, y'all. I was excited. I know there's some people that ain't nothing because they got 10 and 20,000, but it means something to me, honey. I've been working hard. I've been working hard. Exactly, Lamone. That's what it's supposed to be. A panel is supposed to be, a mixture of ideas. A mixture of ideas, a mixture of what's up, DC Kool Aid? How you doing, and Lisa? How y'all doing? It's supposed to be that. That's what it is. When I go over to, I've watched the panel that QI does, and just because it's a panel of women who are all in the LGBTQ community, it doesn't mean that you are going to get. Oh, thank you, Miss Academy. Mwah. Thank you, baby, for the super chat. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Look, y'all, I told Kelly Love earlier that he better thanks to Sean, he better copyright that Cash App song because I done went into 3 chats today and all 3 people are singing the thank you for the super chat. So I ain't gonna sing it, but but thank you for the super chat. I enjoyed the panel last night myself. I have to go back and watch fully. Okay. It's hilarious when James gets frustrated with the young guy's shenanigans. Right. And usually that young guy is that daggone El Teddy, my bratty little brother. My bratty little brother. But yeah, and yes, thank you, Classy Coco. Thank you, Miss Academy. Oh, you know what, Miss Academy? I said thank you for super chat. That wasn't a super chat. I mean, thank you anyway. But I was reading it wrong. I thought it was, girl, I can't read. Maybe it was wishful thinking. I can't read. My bad. But thank you anyway. Yes, thank you guys. And I thank all of y'all for being subscribers because we wouldn't have got there without y'all. And like I said, the podcast will be coming back. I have some new things we're gonna do. Build on that for the podcast. So if y'all been missing Mink and Face, they will be back soon. They will be back soon. And now with StreamYard, we could probably do the podcast on a more regular basis because some of the hard and sometimes it's hard, and we want to do it. The mind is willing, but sometimes the calendar and the body is not. But with StreamYard, where everybody can stay in their own house, and we could do the podcast, and not have to necessarily drive to each other and coordinate that part of it. That makes it better. Hey, Tanya, thank you, Tanya. Now that is a super chat. Thank you, Tanya. That is a super chat. Thank you, boo. Thank you much. Thank you much. Um, but yeah, so that you know what I mean. So that will help us be more consistent. And with Streamyard now, Streamyard, you can. Hey, Andrea Lynch, you can use. You have to. I have to upgrade. Right now, I'm using the free version, so I have to upgrade to the paid version, which is fine. But once I upgrade to the paid version, then we'll be able to upload the Streamyard to um to iTunes and Google Play, which is where our podcast is right now. So anyway, that's the update on the podcast, and hopefully you guys will see us next week talking some talk. Trying to get a couple of my own panels together. I'm trying to get I have some friends I used to write for a female all woman sports blog, and I was in charge of writing for the Redskins. I did my Redskins review of the game every week, and we actually at one point on the blog we actually had a female that represented every single team in the NFL. And every, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at the latest, we would drop our reviews of that week's game. And it was called Gridiron Gals, Gals, Gridiron Gals. And I'm trying to get a couple of those ladies to come on and have an all-female discussion about football before the football season's over. Trying to get them to come on and talk to me. I still keep in touch with a few of them. Some I never met. Child, I like this lighting, but it's showing a whole lot, honey. That's the next thing I'm gonna do, y'all. That's the next thing I'm gonna do with my next YouTube, with my next Google AdSense check, honey. Is buy a better light for my living, where I do my. I'm not at home, obviously. Y'all can tell this ain't my house. Thank you, Miss Academy. Y'all can tell I ain't in my house, honey. I'm at one of my good friends' house. You see, yeah, Talia, we're gonna make that happen. Okay. I like to see that. I like to see that y'all. Okay, I'm definitely going to make that happen. I have to, and again with Streamyard, it's easy because I've been trying to get them to come over. When we do the come to my house, and it's just hard because one of the young ladies lives in Baltimore, which contrary to popular belief, Baltimore and DC is not right next to each other. It's a little bit of a it's a drive. It's 45 minutes to an hour, depending on what part of Baltimore and what part of DC you're driving to. It could be longer, depending on what part. So, definitely now with StreamYard, it gives me a lot of flexibility to do a lot more things, honey. 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. What's that? You must be answering somebody's question. You must be answering somebody's question. Oh, how many views or subbies will one need to have before? Oh, okay. Yeah, you were answering somebody's question. What up, Ronnie Ron?
Hey.
That's that's one of my partners in crime, honey. One of my partners in crime. Go ahead and figure out where we're going to eat dinner. You cut your hair.
No, it's just curly.
I can't believe you came down here with your hair like that.
What you mean?
I mean, no, it looks cute. You look really cute, but it's you usually do what you usually do.
Yes, ma'am.
But no, it's cute.
I'm about to put a hat on.
Don't put no hat on it. No, it looks really cute. I ain't nobody Jonas. She looks cute. I ain't mean it like that. I think it did come out wrong. It did come out wrong. Look, that's my girl, right? Rhonda is one of them people. She's been on the podcast. That is actually Treble Clef. That is, if y'all look at if y'all go back and listen to the old podcast when it was me and a bunch of my female friends before we showed our faces, that is Treble Clef, honey. And let me tell y'all about Miss Treble Clef. No. Treble Clef don't come out the bathroom without a full face of makeup and her hair perfectly coiffed, okay? And her haircut, she's got a real cute like mock mohawk thing working. And when I tell you that thing be perfect, it don't be a hair out of place in the mohawk part of it. And the sides be slicked. Do you hear me? So it was different. I haven't seen her wear that look, so I didn't mean it the way it came out. She still looks cute. No, I didn't. If I was talking about you, I'd be like, girl, you not going nowhere like that. I wouldn't. No, but it looks cute. But I thought because it's curly, I thought it was cut.
Yeah, nah.
No, it looks cute. I wouldn't, child. But when I say she don't come out the bathroom, okay, without that face on, She boom. She did my makeup for me last year. For something. She did my makeup for me. And she actually did one night. She actually hosted a makeup night at her house one night, and she taught us different tricks and different things. As y'all can see, I'm not a big makeup person, and I was like, I learned a lot that night, honey. I ran out the next day, ran down to Ulta and Sephora, and bought all this stuff, honey, that I probably ain't used in 2 years. I started using it. I was doing my eyes every day and doing primer and putting on, honey. I was doing it for about maybe for about 4 or 5 months, honey. I was doing makeup every day. I was doing my makeup every day before I left the house. You see, I don't do that no more. Yes, I know, Abby. Abby, this is a woman of your own heart. If we had time, I wish we had time, Abby, and we could drive down there and I'll explain to you how everything fell apart, honey, because I was on my way to Charlotte, but I'll explain to you how all that fell apart, baby. But yeah, I wish because y'all would definitely have some stuff in common. But anyway, yeah, little baby said I gotta get back to using it. Hey, Mr. Rocker Vlogs, Mr. Rocker. Okay, Mr. Rocker Vlogs, Mr. Rocker. Hey. Well, you know what? I didn't used to do oh, go play bingo. You paying for it? You can cash at me. You can cash at me to go play bingo tonight. You want to do that? I'm fine. How are you? Yeah. Somebody said, Grandma, go play. You do love playing the makeup. Me too. Me too. Yeah, Abby, can you get the Omega out of here, please? We ain't even got time for that. Thank you. We ain't even got time for that. Yeah, I'm not a big. I mean, I just that fool. When I'm when it Abby, I was watching your video, y'all. If y'all not subscribed to Abby Reviews, y'all jump on over to Abby. And I was listening to you this morning when I was getting dressed myself, and you putting on your makeup as you were talking the talk, honey, and going through the different things. 73 messages on what the part two part. Yeah, I looked at the first one. Thank you, Mr. Rocker, Mr. Rocker. I'm gonna have to. You look like you do YouTube. I'm gonna have to come and check you out. But yeah, so night. Hey, what's up, Ariel Williams? I saw you in earlier, and it just wasn't working out, honey. So I just waited till I got stationary. So okay. Classy Coco said that is her happy place. Okay. Well, if you like playing and makeup and that's your happy place, you make sure you subscribe to Hey boo, my nap. Hey. I look, honey. You looking girl. Message. Oh, from the from the group chat. I knew. I said you're going to get your costume. Oh, what you gonna be for Halloween now? Are you gonna You gonna do a video of you in your costume? I know you are. I was laughing because El Teddy can't talk during the day when the group text be going on, so that he pick up his phone, honey. And I know you had it was 73 text messages. But did you read them? Because, honey, there was some shenanigans and fool la la going on today. So, but yeah, so I said I wasn't gonna go live for the rest of the weekend, but that was on my mind after last night's show, and I just wanted to come on and just say a little 2 cents here, a little 2 cents there. Yeah, we getting ready to what time is it? 6:32. Yeah, we're gonna head out to dinner and maybe have a cocktail or two, and just chill out and watch the World Series, honey. Hopefully the Nats will go up 3-0. I tell you what, I'm glad I'm not in DC for it, because they're gonna lose their daggone mind. No, Shawnette, I'm sorry, baby. There won't be a panel tonight. Oh, I feel like I'm disappointing my fawns. El Teddy and Ebby were disappointing the fawns. I do, Ariel. I watch the NBA as well. I sure do. Okay, so get on your phone. Don't you sit there and eat nothing.
What you mean?
Get on the phone and yelp something so we know what we're going to eat.
Thunderbirds or...
You want to go to Thunderbird?
I like that little
You do like I like it too. You want to go to Thunderbird? All right, so we'll leave here. Give me about another 10, 15 minutes, and then we head out. Okay, you're driving. All right, so she already knew that, so I don't even. She knew she was driving. I don't do no driving. I will give somebody the keys to my car and let them drive, honey. I don't do no driving. Ariel, this ain't my house. I wish it was. This ain't my house, honey. This ain't me, boo. Word, where's the party? Ha! I can't tell you. It's a secret location. If I tell you, I have to kill you. No, Faith, you know where I go every year around this time. Stop playing. Stop playing. All right, so okay, El Teddy said what was on my mind. So what was on my mind was two things. I'll recap real quick and then I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys for the super chat. Let me see if I got any cash apps come through. But wishful thinking says that a cash app will come through before I get off here. Anyway, so Shawty got to go to that drink, that cocktail, honey. Give me a cash app for the cocktail. Give me a cash app for the cocktail night. Anyway, so don't we need a couple cocktails? Cause we got. That's my foot.
Girl,
That's my foot. What you?
I know.
Girl, that's what you thought they got. You thought.
I did not.
Child. Anyway, no, Thunderbird sound good, messy. So, hey Tammy, how you doing, baby? So, El Teddy, the conversation or my 2 cents about the gentleman's panel was the criticism that is coming through, and I was just speaking on it. I was like, two things I spoke on. I said the first thing was that y'all are damned if you do and you damned if you don't. When y'all come on here and y'all talk about real issues and y'all talk about things that are going on, in the world or whatever, then oh, it's boring. Oh my goodness, why they talking about this? Why they talking about that? Then you come on here and you talk about the mess, and y'all get messy, and then look at these messy queens. Why they talking about content? Why they talking about me? Why my name in their mouth? You know what I mean? So you can't win for losing. And I've moderated 3 gentlemen's panels. Two for James and one for you. And I was just speaking on some of the comments that I saw as it relates to the gentleman's panel. And then the second issue was, once again, people just questioning the topics. Why they always got to talk about LGBTQ stuff? And I'm like, because... No, actually, El Teddy, that's not true. I'll get back to that in a second. That's actually not true. Because it's 5 men of color who are all members of the LGBTQ community. So why wouldn't they speak on their issues? Especially as black men whose voices are not always included in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? And they've talked about that on the panel as well, how the LGBTQ movement, what's the word I want to use, has generally been, I'm not sure the right word I want to use, so for lack of a better word, has generally been hijacked by the white part of the LGBTQ community. And as a result, a lot of times black men are not heard. Their issues are not heard. Their issues are not taken into consideration. And so that was sort of my 2 cents, El Teddy. It wasn't criticism of the show. It was criticism of not it's only because they don't have a Shondo in their life. But that's what the conversation was about. And I just was dropping my 2 cents because it was sort of on my mind. Because I saw some, I saw some of the reviews and the commentary today, and I just had a little too much to say. Again, some of the reviews and commentary I think were good. I think they were fair. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not saying that everything is perfect. Nothing is perfect. But I think some of the criticism is fair. But I also think there's some people who just, it just doesn't matter what you do. You just can't make them happy. And I'm like, but the numbers don't lie. You got 1,000 people, you got 1,000 people in the chat consistently. The night that you hosted El Teddy, you got your 1,000 subscribers and you are now monetized. You know what I mean? And so the support is there. Now, how long the support lasts? Who knows? How long is it going to be popping? Who knows? People are fickle. Things are trending. In a couple of months, it might be something different. And that's fine. But for right now, I know for myself, I learn something every time I watch it. Now back to you, Mr. El Teddy, and then I'm going to get ready to get off of here. reviews or the commentary that I heard on the gentleman's panel of anybody that I would listen to, because there were some people who did commentary. I ain't paying them no mind. They actually no, you're actually one of their favorites. Um, it's two people who I looked at who spoke on it, and both of them enjoyed you, even if they didn't necessarily enjoy the whole show or enjoy all of the show. They enjoyed you. Nah, El Teddy, you would. I don't know why you keep thinking that. I don't know if you're that critical of yourself that you feel that way, or if you just looking for the compliment. But either way, hey Mimi, how you doing, baby? Hey Justin, how you doing? Some black women only see us gays as being only valid in one-dimensional asexual forms and not deserving of life, attention, freedom. Oh wow. Okay, well thank you, Justin. I did too. Justin, I agree that there are some people who don't want to hear y'all's voices, and I applaud those five gentlemen for not only continuing to come through, but continuing to expose their authentic experiences. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not always easy. It's not always easy to let people into your intimate situation. You know, um, QB was forced to share with YouTube something that he may not have been ready to discuss or deal with. But he was forced to do it. But when you heard him tell his story, it was with so much love and it was with so much adoration. You know what I'm saying? Um, Same thing with Jay Wilson. He was sort of forced. He might tell the story differently, but from my point of view, he was sort of forced to share something that maybe he didn't want to share, or maybe he wasn't ready to share with YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And but for those men to come onto a panel and share their experiences and share the intimate parts of their life, I applaud it. Um, and we know that El Teddy can go from the intellectual to the debaucherous one in 0.2 seconds. But he is sharing his authentic self, even if some people don't think it is or think he's acting or whatever. That is who. If you watch El Teddy, you know that that's who El Teddy is. You know what I'm saying? Um, and the same thing with James. You know what I mean? James right now is dealing with being doxxed on a level that is so heinous. It's so ridiculous and it pisses me off. So I'm going to stop talking about it. But for those five men to continuously come on here and share who they authentically are, I think people need to listen to what they're saying and learn something, especially us as black women. Because us as black women are quick to dismiss the black male community. We're quick to put them into buckets, we're quick to put them into categories, and we're quick to make them all feminine. We think of black gay men, and it's always the caricature that they show us on TV of the black man. I mean, the black gay man. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's easy for us to put them in that category instead of accepting them as intellectuals, professionals, men who don't always come off as feminine. You know what I'm saying? So I wish more people would listen and learn. You know what I mean? Rather than criticize. But anyway, I guess as James would say, let me get off my soapbox. The butt up, bump, bump. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, boo. Yeah. Anyway, we can ready to get off of here. Um, see, she don't went upstairs. I bet you she put on her makeup. How much I want back? Justice said, "You're exactly right, Tammy. You're exactly right, but it still etches away at our self-esteem and character, and virtually renders us a basket case with nowhere to run. I mean, nowhere to turn. Yeah, it's a lot. It is absolute. Thank you, Abby Boo. Well, Abby didn't drop my information. If you guys are new to the channel, She just dropped all my social media contact information and you know my cash app. Anyway, y'all know I'll be on here begging, but I guess I got a begging spirit on me tonight. Rhonda said she need a drink, drink. Whenever I wait, I'll talk until she come down here. I don't know what she up there. If she ain't putting her. Then she talking about something. I'm ready. Yo, she's slow as shit. She's slow. On a hat. See how long it take her to come downstairs. She about to make a lie out of me. She coming down now. All right, let me see what these comments are saying before I get off of here. Oh, okay. El Teddy, are you gonna do happy hour tonight, or are you gonna do anything tonight, sir? That we need to make an announcement about before we get off of here. Abby, I know you was talking about going live earlier, and I sort of hijacked it. Are you gonna go live tonight? Before I get off of here, any announcements that need to be made? Are there any announcements that need to be made? Make sure y'all are subscribed to El Teddy, Abby Reviews, Jaded Nerd. I saw DC Kool-Aid Lisa in here earlier. QI Critical Thinking, Deshaun Farley. Is it Fairly or Farley? Am I saying your name wrong, Deshaun? Deshaun Farley. Who else was in here? Any other content creators that was in here? Neptarian, looking from afar. Why you got that?
Well, I got what? What's wrong with what I have on?
You know what you look like you about to do? Yeah. But you look like 5, 4, 3.
Hey, whatever. Thank you. I'll be there. I will be Miss J. Miss J.
Look like she
Amsterdam Lucy.
Y'all, she look like she about to break out. Hey, Rebel Son. Hey, boo. She look like she about to break out into people of the world today. Are we looking for a better way?
That's okay. Take that as a compliment.
We are a part of the Rhythm Nation. Y'all, we get ready to get out of here. Oh my gosh, she killing me. I love. Y'all don't know how much I love this woman. She be killing me though. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Rebel Son. Yeah, Rebel. We were just talking. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get out of here real quick. Oh, you on the clock? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I got you. Oh. Okay. I'm glad you eating them and not, yeah. Anyway. Yes, Rebel. That's what she giving me. She giving me Rebel Some 8. I said Rebel Son. She giving me Rhythm Nation 1814, honey. Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
I know a compliment when I see one.
Okay, but yeah, Rebel, my 2 cents. You can go back and look if you want to, but my 2 cents on the. I enjoy y'all and I enjoy the gentleman's panel, but my 2 cents was that I feel like, the criticism that people are getting are coming from a place of, I feel like people need to take advantage of what you guys are sharing your authentic experiences as Black men in the LGBTQ community that from, all age ranges, all walks of life, different backgrounds, different, even some, different regions of the country. We got Pittsburgh, Chicago, Texas, you know what I mean? And so I feel like, and even though some of y'all in Texas, you from Florida. Well, yeah, people, but Rebel, you know what? We need to dig deeper than people are hating. Yeah, people are hating, but I think that, the majority of the people are Black women. And I think that we really need to examine it. Maybe we could do a panel about that. But I think we really need to examine where that hate is coming from. But I think that people need to take time out to really understand what you guys are giving us. I know I learn something every week. I learn something new every week about your experience as a Black man in the LGBTQ community. I do. And that's no bullshit. I do. I'm not saying that every single topic that y'all talk about be having me on the edge of my seat. But at the same time, it's a show. And it's a panel. And I think that as long as you guys are continuing to give us your authentic selves and share who y'all are, throw in, pepper in a little bit of comedy, pepper in a little bit of debauchery, pepper in a little bit of music or whatever, I think it's a great thing. And I'm happy for it. A lot of times it's from a biased point of view. Yeah. Yeah, people, and that's what I'm saying. People, you know. But anyway, I gotta get out of here because we gonna go out of here. Since ain't nobody want to buy us a drink, I guess we got to buy our own liquor tonight. But it's all good. I'm joking, but I'm serious. But I'm joking. But I'm serious. But I'm joking. Anyway, thank you for the super chat. And thank you guys for hanging in there and watching us. We get ready to get out of here. I may go live throughout the weekend for different things. But other than that, I will see y'all later on this weekend. The week is over, huh? The weekend, I guess. All right, y'all. Peace. People of the world unite.
Sang, we are a part of the Rhythm Nation. Woo! Whatever.
And that's why we call her Treble Clef.